have the presidency.
I mean, how the hell? I mean,
I don't know. It was amazing. It was a landslide.
I mean, Gary's wasn't my favorite libertarian, but man,
He won.
I can work with that.
He's the president.
Oh, dude. Well, dude, you just better keep Bill Weld in a headlock for the next 4 years. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
But still. Woo, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh.
I have a pig.
What? What?
Yeah, you kind of drifted off on me there, man.
Oh, man, I just had this dream that Gary Johnson won, and we were celebrating on Muh-nauguration.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's too bad about Hillary winning.
Is this a nightmare?
Yes, Steve. Yes, it is.
Well, wake me up!
If I do, you're gonna wake up and Trump is president.
So live in the nightmare world with Hillary as the president, or in reality, with Trump as the president, are my options?
Afraid so.
Well, can I at least get some memes?
I have a pig.
Hey everyone, welcome to my tube. My name's Steve.
I'm Chris.
Here we are, again, talking about Trump.
Kinda had to.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was gonna really happen.
This is literally...
I thought we were gonna do our Trump episode and we moved on.
Yeah. I mean, who can believe it? Like, seriously?
I mean, I know that, you know, the pollsters are kind of pulling for Clinton, but I didn't think it'd be off by that much.
He is the president, and so we're going to talk about... We talked about, like, why he shouldn't be a president in the last one. This one we're going to talk about his presidency, like what it might be like, and some of the things he says he's going to do, and some of the things he won't and will do. And so, first thing we're going to talk about is his cabinet. We're not going to go through each one, because that would be boring for you guys. For Secretary of Treasurer, he selected some boring person. But I do want to talk about his Secretary of State. Is a great man. He is awesome, and he knows how to run a business, and ExxonMobil is one of the most successful, wonderful businesses that will ever exist. We're not going to get fired, right?
We'll stop watching by now so we can...
We work at a mobile, so we can't be too negative of the CEO.
Yeah, I mean, wherever will I find another place to clean toilets? If this falls through for me, I'm done.
CEO of Exxon is the new Secretary of State, and wow. How many foreign countries are we going to bomb now?
I mean, I guess it's kind of refreshing honesty to say that oil is our priority. Go off the petrodollar. Looks like you need some freedom, boy.
That's so true, too. That's so sad. Oh my god, that is so sad. The minute you go off that petrodollar, we're going to bomb the shit out of your country. I don't even give a fuck. His other cabinet picks, I'm just going to, like, name... I'm not going to name their names or anything because, like I said, it would be really boring. But there's seven what I would call insiders, and that's people who were already in office of some sort. Like Mr. Sessions. That's the one I really dislike.
You might want to look into what Martin Luther King's widow had to say about him.
You know, if you're going to run on a platform of fear and hate, once you become president, maybe you should just not...
Dial it down.
A little bit.
Couldn't you have picked some virtually nondescript guy, just slide him through?
I mean, like... I'm not one to call somebody a racist just all randomly, but this guy is a racist. And he's not a good senator either. And that brings us to the fact that his other cabinet members, besides the insiders, are bankers, billionaires, and 2 surgeons. Not sturgeons. surgeons. Sturgeons would be better.
He made such a big deal about Hillary being in the pocket of Goldman Sachs. And what does he do? Look at this Goldman Sachs guy.
Yep. He's got a former Goldman Sachs CEO. Was he CEO of Goldman Sachs in his cabinet?
Way to drain the swamp.
Yep. Now I got to say he does have 2 surgeons, like I said, on his. It's so hard not to say sturgeon, especially from Wisconsin.
It's a surgeon in charge of housing and urban development. I don't see the connection.
I feel like it's because he's black. Doesn't it feel like because Ben Carson's black, so he's like, well, he's got to be into the urban thing.
I'm feeling he's just like a really clueless, believes all the stereotypes guys. He'll be surprised when Carson doesn't show up with a ghetto blaster on his shoulder, you know? He wanted Carson because it's like the one guy who hates Ted Cruz as much as he does.
And I think he felt like he had to have a black person on his cabinet.
I'm not insulting Ben Carson.
No, God, no. I think he's a super smart guy.
But, yeah, I think it's somewhat insulting of Donald.
He should have been
this bone.
He should have been the Secretary of Health and Beauty, or whatever it is.
Yeah, Bath and Body Works, or Secretary of Lentils.
So he also has some women, some of the ladies.
For the ladies.
Yeah, he's gonna grab them by the
Cabinet appointment.
And one of those ladies is Asian. The rest are white ladies. That's fine. But at least he's got some ladies. I mean, he's mixing it up. You know, it's like 80% men and 20% women. So that's...
Well, one of those is like white-ish. That last name, Divos, that sounds like slightly Hispanic.
Oh, maybe she is. Maybe I'm wrong. That'd be
She
kind of
could
cool.
pass. It's like,
Right.
are we not men? We are Divos.
So now we'd like to awkwardly segue into the inauguration.
Only way we seg.
That inauguration, there was a speech, as there tends to be, and he talked, and his words were good, because he's got the best words. But one of the words...
Believe me, the best words.
The best. One of those words that he left out of his best words was Constitution.
Ooh, not a good start.
Ouch, Donald, ouch.
You're killing me here, man.
Really, dude? You're not going to mention the Constitution one time in your speech.
It's great that he quoted Bane, though.
Yeah, apparently...
Give it back to the people.
So, we have a video comment question thing.
From the always spudtastic Jessica Baird. Lay it on us, lady.
Tell me, Spud and Spud Hater, are the Inauguration Writers anarchists, or...
Seriously! I like potatoes. I just don't like au gratin potatoes.
Tell it to the Spudge. Okay. Well, first of all, you know right off the bat, they're not anarcho-capitalists because they don't believe in destroying private property. So that one's clean out.
Yep.
Now, it's a possibility that ones aren't just rabble-rousers. Who knows? Planted, maybe. I'm not.
That's what I think.
I'm not gonna push that. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
It is. I should get a tinfoil fedora.
Yeah, you'd be the tinfoil lightning rod, so I don't have to deal with it. I deal with enough crap. Okay, now, there's always the chance that a fair amount of them are anarcho-communists who believe that private property is violence and that they're justified in destroying private property because reasons. And,
But Starbucks? Come on, not Starbucks.
that's where you write your frickin' communist screeds.
Yeah.
Why would you destroy that? There's a possibility that a fair amount of these people are anarcho-communists. I mean, as evidenced by the red and black gear. Let me just tell you, anarchists who wear red and black I consider an embarrassment. Damn it, people, it's Harley Love. Represent. Made a hell of a convenient scapegoat, though.
Mm-hmm. That's what I actually feel it was.
We've met the libertarian ISIS. We're going to get painted with that.
Yeah, and I feel it's going to come... This is going to be blowback on us, one way or the other. All right, everyone, she's back!
Woo! Making her triumphant return to Matube. Hawthorne the Cruel.
Hey everybody, Hawthorne the Cruel, de facto queen of the galaxy, making another appearance on Matube to do my penance. I lost a bet with Steven. I just knew my Cowboys were going to blow those Packers out, and man, it didn't happen, so here I am doing a video on fucking Donald Trump. I'd rather talk about my Cowboys losing than fucking Donald Trump. So let me start out by talking about fucking Donald Trump by saying fuck you very much to all of you fucking libertarians who fucking voted for fucking Trump. All of this talk about principle over party and you fucking voted for Trump? How is that an example of your principles? You guys had Gary Johnson you could have voted for. At least he's an adult. At least he's a good person. And y'all went and put a child in the White House. And this child now is the most powerful man in the country, if not in the entire world. Let me start with immigration. First of all, he is anti-immigration, anti-immigrant, legal or illegal. He don't want them over here. He talks as though he has a 6th grade education. How is that going to look sitting across the table from heads of state? Can you hear him right now with all the crap and rhetoric he put out during the campaign? Can you see him trying to deal with heads of state? Are you for real? Oh, he wants to build the wall. Wall ain't going to work. Wall's not going to work. They just tunnel under it. At least that's what they do down here. They just tunnel underneath the wall. He says that he's not a hawk, that he's not going to have us involved in all these wars overseas, and I call bullshit on that. His mouth alone will assure that we have issues overseas. I do believe that he's going to use this office to enrich himself and or his family. That's all the man is about, is himself. He's a narcissist, and an incredible narcissist. Divesting himself of his holdings is not going to keep the wealth away from him. That's just not how it works. It's just the dichotomy with this guy is amazing, and he doesn't see it, and his supporters don't see it. And let me come right back to you libertarians who fucking voted for fucking Trump and tell you again, fuck you, it's not sports. All you people who voted for Trump because you didn't want to see Clinton get in, or who voted for Trump because you wanted to be on the winning side, yeah, you fucked us all. Fuck you very much. My biggest issue with Trump, honestly, my biggest issue with him, bar none, is the fact that he is not a political outsider. You guys thought he was. I don't know why. He bragged during the election season about how many politicians he's bought. He says he's going to come in there and drain the swamp. He is the swamp. He's not going to drain the swamp. He helped fill the damn thing. That's his baby. Oh, wait. Oh my God. How could I forget? No. The biggest issue with Trump is he has emboldened the alt-whiters. Oh, I'm sorry, alt-righters, whatever they are. The racist, homophobic, whack jobs that until fairly recently knew their place, which was to sit down, shut up, and keep your disgusting opinions to yourself. I know they have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean that we have to accept their freedom of speech. Government can't censor it, but we sure as hell can, and we should. These folks are coming out of the woodwork now, saying the most vile things. There is no redeeming quality about this man. If you know of a redeeming quality, message me. Let me know, because I guarantee you I can refute it. The guy has no saving graces. This is our president for the next 4 years. I hope you guys that voted for him are happy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the libertarians that voted for Trump. Fuck all of you alt-whiters. Hawthorne the Cruel, signing off. Live free if you can. I command it. Oh, and go Cowboys. Bye.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not... We are not worthy.
And in all fairness, I'll give you the libertarian case for Trump. But my weld, but my cakes. Really, guys? No, Kristen, you said it all. I got nothing to add.
Me either. I think every point you raised, everything you said, except for the cowboy stuff, was right. So, good job, and we appreciate you doing this video for us.
I just want to say, had it been the other way around, I would have rooted for the Cowboys to go all the way.
Yeah, me too. So we're going to cover some of the things that he said he's going to do in his first 100 days. We'll talk about if he's going to do them or if we think he will or whatever. And then after that, we're going to do some of our own predictions of what a Trump presidency is going to be. So the first one is he wants to propose term limits.
Yeah, I like the idea, but that one's come up so many times before. I just don't think anybody in Congress is going to vote for that.
Yeah, because they're voting against themselves, essentially. And one of the other things is he wants to do a hiring freeze on all federal employees except military, public health, and public safety people.
Now, as a libertarian, I would generally be for that. I just don't think he can realistically pull that off with his other proposal of trying to deport 2 million people. How do you do that without hiring a bunch more federal employees? You can't.
So the next one is he wants to direct his Secretary of Treasury to name China as a currency manipulator. Why do you want to go to war with China? What is this hard on you have for China? You know why I think it is? I think he lost money to China somewhere.
It has to be.
It's got to be what it is.
Only Trump could be that petty.
Or he wants to cancel billions of dollars payments to the UN for climate change, and he wants to use that money to fix the water systems and infrastructure in America.
Just as soon cancel the whole payments and not use it for anything else but a tax refund, maybe.
Right, which would be great. I understand, but if you're gonna spend it, and they're gonna spend it because that's what government does, at least spend it on something to help out the country itself and not climate change. One of the other things is he wants to cancel all funding to sanctuary cities, which I don't get, because why are we giving money to cities to build churches?
Oh, no, that's not what that is. Another one of his first 100-day ideas is suspend immigration from terror-prone regions where vetting cannot safely occur. Well, that's a little bit editorializing the last half of the sentence, first of all. I mean, if someone's got a history of violence, that's going to show up pretty damn quick.
And didn't we do a pretty good job of vetting people when they got to Ellis Island?
I'm thinking back to last century, where people were saying the Italians and the Irish are dangerous.
We are.
That they're a bunch of papists who are going to spread the religious law across the country. Does this sound familiar, people? I'm Italian and Irish.
He's the best of both worlds. Or the worst of both worlds. Which part are you?
Depends on the day.
Oh.
Yeah, and of course, they're going to point to the Irish and Italian gangs, which did exist, as an example of what all those people were like. Now, if you're a libertarian, you're not going to hold the actions of a few against somebody who may have done nothing wrong, which is most of these people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're going to make laws based on what people might do, you might as well be a Republican.
If they come over on their own, more's the better.
Yeah, don't help them come over. Don't stop them from coming over. Yeah. Proposed End Offshoring Act. Establish tariffs to discourage companies from laying off their workers. Do I even have to talk about what is wrong with this from a libertarian perspective? How destructive trade protectionism is? How it exacerbated the Great Depression worldwide.
But my tariffs. But my jobs. So he did say that he wants to cut down the penalty for bringing money back overseas, I think down to 10%. So you only get taxed 10% if you bring over your millions and billions from overseas. Please, God, do that.
That works for me.
God, cut it down to 1%. Let them bring that money back in so they can invest it back in the country. And stop taxing the rich.
They don't put their money overseas because they hate America. They do it because they're getting penalized.
All right, everyone, it's the big one. This is the one that...
The one.
I cannot wait. As a poor person, I cannot wait for this. Repeal and replace Obamacare. Let's just do the first part and not worry about the second part.
Yeah, it's not even a health care bill. Come on, we know this is bull. It's a health insurance bill, which doesn't fix the problem at all with costs.
This is how much I hate Obamacare. I'm a libertarian, and I believe in zero government help. But I would rather have universal health care than Obamacare. All right, so this is the point of the episode where we're going to make our bold predictions for Trump's presidency. I'll go first. I think he's going to be a decent president. Not great, not wonderful, but I don't think he's going to be bad either. I think he's going to be kind of middle of the road.
And my prediction, brand new TV show, Celebrity Vice Presidential Apprentice. New vice president every week.
At least in, like, name only, right? Like, not the actual, like, title. They're not actually going to have any power. Oh, hey, the vice president doesn't have any power anymore. All right, everyone, that's been our episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Go ahead and do some of those things. We'd appreciate it.
And if you want to come to Rock County Libertarian Party meeting, it's right here, 321 East Milwaukee, 4th Friday of every month, 7 p.m. See you there.
We'd love to see you. All right, everyone. Have a nice night.
See you. What's with all this stuff with Donald Trump for months and months saying, crooked Hillary's a criminal, I'm going to put her in prison if you vote for me. And then at the inauguration, it's like, oh, we're all good people. Let's give them a round of applause. This can't be real.
I have a pig.